Hello students, today we will discuss 20 common errors in references. So first of all is the missing references. So when student make a reference list, so they have some references in text, but references are missing in a reference list. So you have to complete all your reference. There should be no missing reference in your reference list. Second one is the references are not well arranged. When you are making two references, so these should be properly arranged. Old reference should become first, and then the latest reference come to letters. So reference should be well arranged in text and well arranged in reference list. And then the incomplete references, when in reference list we check the references of the students, then we see that the volume is missing in some reference, some page number is missing, in some reference titles is missing. So you should have all component of references in a reference list. Reference are in different styles. When we see that's a reference list, so some reference are in different style, some are in different style. So your all reference must be in the style of journal scientific journal, which you advise a specific style of reference. So your reference must be in a same style. Then the old references, we see that the students are making references of 1980, 1990. So 20-year, 30-year reference, most of their references are old. So it means that they are not well aware from the latest literature. So your reference must be within 5 years, but you can also cite old references in methodology. Relevant references, some use of your work is on a different subject and your references are some other subject. You are working on gas transport and your references on cotton wheat and other stuff. So your reference must be relevant with your topic. Irrelevant reference should be avoided. References are from low quality journals. Journals are not very good in your field, so they are very low impact factors journal, and these are some predatory journals. So you must have to avoid references from these journals. Your reference should be from a top ranked journal, so you are well aware about your subject. And the reference from irrelevant journals, something your work is on soil and you are referring plant and other journals, so you have to put the reference of relevant journals. And then the references are not traceable. Your reference, you are giving some references, but an editor or reviewer try to trace these references are not present. So you must check all references there. These are can be traceable. Cite secondary source of references. If when you are citing some data percentage and you are taking from the data from secondary source and you are not giving reference of primary source, so this will be also not a good indication that you have not properly reviewed the literature. And then is too many references. Students are given 40, 50 and 60 references in one paper, so you do not need too much references in one paragraph or in your article. So references must be in small in numbers. Then statements in text do not match with the reference, and some people a statement are giving biochar, but the paper they are citing there is no use of biochar. So your reference, your statement in text must be match with the references you are citing. Then reference cited from common knowledge. If somebody cite that water is made of H2O, two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom, that is the common knowledge. So you do not need to cite for common knowledge. Then if they misspell author name when we say the reference list, so we see that the author name is not correctly put in reference list, so you must check that the author spelling must be correct. And then in the citation of abstract and dissertation, so if you are citing abstract and dissertation, that's not a good practice. Try to avoid it. So these are not, maybe sometime not be reviewed, so these are not good to cite abstract and dissertations. Then the name of some author is missing when you are making reference in a reference list, so you put some author name and skip some author name. That's not good, so you have to write all authors name. Then the punctuation in text and references list, when you are colon, semicolon, comma, so these punctuation mark must be correct according to the journal style. If your punctuation is not correct, when semicolon is needed and you are putting colon, and you are needed colon, you are putting a comma, so these, if your punctuation errors, that's not a good thing. And then is the reference from unpublished ones. So I said that you must have to cite always from reference from published work. And then citation to website, that is also not good practice to cite more website, as data frequently change on the website. Then is the abbreviation of the journal name is not correct, so you must have to correctly abbreviate the journal name, scientific journal names. If you are abbreviating journal name on your wish, that's not good. So these are the 20 main common error mistake in reference list, so you must avoid all these mistake in your reference list to make your reference section proper. And go to reference section, give good impression to editors and reviewer. Thank you very much.